I don't like the way that they wrote the letters on the compass. It's I find it hard to tell the difference between some of them because they're like really skinny letters. And then I should just head up this way and then the second left. It is good to see people walking around like having like an actual like city, I guess. But it is strange, well, how many people we see beating the shit out of each other. How many people? See any light? Yeah, there's a light on there, so I'm gonna guess this building. This is probably bad. What gun to use? Non-gunpowder. Oh, got some more cartridges. Nothing that I can. Okay. Wow, just straight up firebomb in there. Nice. Worrisome, but you know. Oh goody, there's a basement. That never causes me problems. Can't carry more casings, so that's good. There we go. Max out my revolver ammo. All that good now. All casings back. Well, alright, I feel like you shouldn't have all that in your house, especially not on the second floor. Like, how is there this much water on the second floor? Because I don't remember there being that much on the first. Okay, that's all fine. This actually should be enough. Just to fill that out. I mean this. Was that it? No. Oh. Well, my sanity returned, so I'm going to assume that's it. But I mean, this shell has got to be like the thing, right? Yeah. My cherished flock, K, I believe, has forsaken us, assuming, of course, any such being exists. Are we to die frightened? Are we to die mad? Death would be merciful indeed in the face of this second flood. There will be no rainbow to blossom over our corpses. The sea beckons to me in a way Scripture never has, as she has always done since beasts who would be men oozed from her briny womb. I will go to seek her soon and draw her salt-laden baptismal breath into my own lungs. May she forgive us for our hubris, your shepherd, Reverend Zechariah James Baker. Oh. Okay. Well, whatever. Also, I read another thing while I was looking stuff up about this one guy. I guess it's the NPCs are, I guess, invulnerable. I don't know, but it was a guy saying like he was in an infested zone that wasn't like a door, like it didn't have a door, wasn't blocked off in any way, like it was open to the street, which doesn't seem like a very good way to keep stuff contained, but you know, whatever. But he said that, like, one of the things had spawned, and one of the just townsfolk just, like, ran in and beat the shit out of it with their bare hands and then left. Which is interesting, because that means that all of these NPCs have some kind of aggro and combat to them. So I'm curious if, so, you know, like this right here would make for a great little, like, I don't know, like a little bit in a trailer, you know, like just cruising down this flooded area. Okay, mirrors. I think that was like this one up here. Someone stalks me, visit a Western Advent intersection. Okay. Saw mirrors full of reflections and someone trapped. I saw that guy. Very tall, skinny man. Alright. It's just somewhere around here, eh? Well, I mean, at the very least, I can take quick peeks down each area, because obviously I'm going to have to be able to dock at whatever location it is, right? And if he specifically mentions that, oh, there we go. I'm going to assume it's here then. Shotgun shells. I don't even have a shotgun yet. Oh, there's water, I think. Can't carry more. Do it again, just so I get all of the alcohol, shell casings, and gunpowder. That's full. Yes, some more of that. Get out, leave now. Oh, goody. Letter on the desk, though. The man in the mirror, he's gone. Ever since this infernal flood began, I kept seeing him in the mirror, the man who stole my reflection. He wore my skin like a suit, but there was nothing human beneath it. He knew I was on the other side and was looking straight at me. Covered every mirror in my house, but in vain. I could still see him in the window panes, in every puddle, even in other people's eyes. The neighbors started to look at me strangely. I couldn't sleep. I saw his face in nightmares, and when I woke up, I heard whispers coming from the looking glass. But now he's gone. I uncovered the mirror to smash it to pieces, and he's gone. There's nothing in the reflection at all, but I feel like I'm not alone. I don't like those ones. They're invisible. Now, I could explore more of the house. But at the same time, I feel like it's probably not. It doesn't seem like it's worth it to explore any of these. Which is weird. It's weird that a game... Voices from the Bibles. Just go backwards to the left, I guess. Okay, hang on. Let's face the same way as my character. Okay, yes, left. But yeah, it's weird for a game like this to like be like, no, don't explore. It's not worth it. But I guess that's kind of like a hard balance to have, right? Because if they make it too worth it to explore, I don't know, I guess, oh fuck me, am I in the infested area? Yep, sure looks like it. Alright. I'm just gonna try and bail here. I mean, I don't know if it's the entire... Oh, hi, giant fucker. Like, I don't know if it's the entire road. It sure looks like it. Oh, no, this looks like... Well, actually, it doesn't look good. It actually looks like it's blocked off here. Aha! Wow, alright then. It's weird though, because like when we're in the houses and that, those things show up and my sanity meter like immediately starts to deplete, but like I just ran through that whole area past how many of them, including seeing like a giant one pop up directly in front of me and it didn't trigger anything. Like that doesn't make sense. Although I do see there's a fast travel point here next to where I need to go. So that's good. Since I don't have a fast travel over here. So we'll unlock that first, just so I don't forget. There we go. Okay, so it should be... What is this one? Voices from the Pipes. Afraid of the bathroom, kitchen sink, Western Reed Heights. Yeah, alright. So just somewhere around here, I guess I just need to look for it. Oh, probably this one then. Okay, another multi-story house. Never causes problems for me. Wow, got a lot of shit with that. Out of that one, but damn, a lot of it that I can't carry. But I prefer to go up than down. So, cordite, gunpowder. Can't carry any more shell casings. Let's max out our one gun's ammo. Okay, that sounds, yep. Like a big thing. Oh god, and it fucking explodes? Why didn't any of the other ones do that? Not that I want them to, but you know, still raises the question why that one exploded and the rest didn't. Yeah, that was weird. I should definitely deal up with that. Explosion kicked my ass a little bit. Oh. Oh, Mr. Bigley, the pipes are calling. I think you will recall that I have expressed concern about the drains in my bathroom numerous times over the last month. Obviously, rattles, clunks, and gurgles are of no concern to you, as you are yet to make a single visit despite your assurances. But what about the voices, Mr. Bigley? Will they be enough to get your wrench in hand? Well, it's too late. No amount of tinkering or nut tightening can take back the offer they've made. How can I refuse? They say all I have to do is come down and join them. They showed me a way. I don't like or understand it, but they say they've done it before many times. I just need a sharp knife. I will join them piece by piece, and when I'm all gone up here, I will be whole again down there, whole and glorious. I'm nervous, but they have assured me that. Said, you assured me too. No, I have no choice. They have offered immortality, ecstasy, and secrets unbound. But best of all, Mr. Bigley, the pipes are silent down there. I have been assured. So he has to chop himself up and, like, basically flush himself. I feel like there's a problem with that. Let's assume that if you accomplished it, they could put you back together so that you're perfectly fine. Now, I'm just going to leave. I hear a lot of things that I'd rather just not deal with. Now that being said, how you would manage to get all of yourself chopped up and down the pipes is a mystery to me. Because A, your torso itself, like, fingers, ears, I mean, toes, like, there's certain things that you could definitely chop off and, shove down a pipe or something, flush down the toilet, whatever, to get it down there. Sure, those are easy enough. Now, assuming that you managed to get all of the easy things gone, and I say the word easy loosely, considering that, if you chop off all the fingers on both your hands, that's going to obviously cause some problems getting the rest of it done. But, well, I'm going to assume that whatever this is this building here. Which looks like the hospital or the police station. That's enough, really. I used all those. I get one shell casing back. Oh, whatever. I don't like that one noise I just heard, but yeah, like, like, clearly at some point you're going to die. Like at some point you're going to die missing a bunch of pieces and not able to get the rest of the pieces down. So this is the one where, like, they saw, like, the baby thing, right? Which is why it's got, like, all these weird... Why, like, we're following these footprints. Handprints. I don't know. Fetus prints, I guess. No, it looks like it still went up another floor. What's in this doorway? Oh, well, if I need a quick escape, I can come out here and jump over the balcony. Maybe, I guess. I don't know that that's a thing I can do. I don't know that I can get him off a balcony, but... in theory, it's a solid option. In reality, it would definitely be a solid option. My dearest comfort, if my scrawl is an illegible scribble, forgive me. The shock of what I have delivered from the poor young woman's womb has affected my nerves. Her guttural screams still ring in my ears, and her birth tragedy lurks near where I hide. Had my attendant not been attacked first, I would have certainly shared her fate. The wriggling abomination that erupted from the waif's belly leapt from her body and attached itself to the nurse's throat with a wet smacking sound. Pulled behind it, the taut umbilical cord tore out the placenta in an eruption of bright blood that soaked my gown. Stunned, I looked into the mother's bulging eyes as she convulsed and bit off her tongue between clenched grinding teeth. Falling backward in horror, I crawled behind a medical cabinet in the operating theater. I can now hear the sloshing movement of the afterbirth sliding across the floor as the terrible infant silently approaches. Write this account of my surgical mask with the sturdy pen you gifted me last year near the Oakmont Commons. May it now serve faithfully as my only weapon against the deformed babe. See, now that's definitely one of those things where it's like, in that situation, that motherfucker ain't writing shit down. Like, not a chance. I'm also surprised that we didn't get attacked by one of the little wildebeests, whatever they're called. Like, absolutely zero chances writing that down. Also, extremely grateful that was written in a note and not something we had to witness. Because that sounds disgusting. Now, let's test. Oh, yeah, you sure can. Now, you do have a skill, right? Oops. Maybe it was... Yeah, there it is. Deals half the damage. So, I mean, there is definitely fall damage. If there's a skill to have fall damage, then obviously there must be fall damage. But we weren't attacked on the way up, so I guess we're good. So, like, was that just like one of the regular Willivis things that popped out the woman? No, we've only got 2 left. And the first one's actually rather close and right in front of City Hall, so hopefully there isn't anything too dangerous there. It's weird, in all honesty, that not all of them have enemies attached to them. I'm not going to lie. I really thought that all of them would have, like, if I had to guess from the letters, I would have guessed, like, an amount of enemies equivalent to, like, maybe some of, like, the little fuckers too, but, like, the more humanoid ones more equivalent to, like, the people mentioned in the letter. Like, you know, like the one there, that first one with, like, the big fucker that we fought, right? I didn't expect the big guy. I fully expected there to be one of those creatures in behind the barricaded section because that was in the note. I didn't expect the rest of the things to be there, though. Going to assume this one's got a light on above the door. No. Alright, well, light was flickering and everything. I was like, surely this is it. Alright, let's check the, what's from behind. Turn out the noise. Walk down Murdoch Avenue, Western Avenue, near Oak Street. I was hit with an excruciating migraine. Writing a letter and another about to strike him from behind. Alright. Well, that doesn't help us know where it is. It just said as he was walking down Murdoch Avenue and came across Oak Street. The mayor of Oakmont deserved. Right? I walked down Murdoch Avenue and near Oak Street. So it means either came from that way or that way. Yeah, that does have the light, but I couldn't go in. There is. Yeah, that's weird. So I guess let's try the other side. I do see another lantern there, but I don't see a door. Oh, wait. Aha, this has got to be it. There's that one. Tranquilizer. Always a good sign to start one of these locations. Here's something that'll help you if you start to go nuts. Okay, that's fine. It's always nice to get a submachine gun round. I don't know what ABP stands for, though. Like, I get separating since they give you 2 different pistols. I get separating that ammo, but I mean, we only have 1. Although, I guess it's still technically like a rifle, right? Like, the submachine gun is still technically, well, I don't know. Are they considered, like, I don't... For the most part, I consider guns to be like pistol, shotgun, rifle. But I guess it wouldn't really be, it really wouldn't be, like, would it be still be considered a rifle? Oh. My dear Clara, it has been years since we last saw each other, and I still can't sleep without looking at the picture you sent me of your family. I wish I had something to show, but pictures of this place would only bring you nightmares. What was I thinking when I left your our hometown? I feared that I might be losing my sanity. You remember Dumont, my neighbor that works at the docks? I mentioned him in previous letters. He was always a good friend, but I don't know what happened. He started screaming in the middle of the night, chanting about lost cities and saying strange words. I was never a religious man, but I don't know how to explain his condition through science. I see strange things each time I look out the window, and I don't know if they are really there or if it's just my mind playing with the mist. Somehow, the mad words of my friends start to make more sense each time I look at those wild and incomprehensible shapes. I'll return home as soon as I have enough money to do so. I hope to survive all this. Your beloved brother, Victor. So, I'm assuming Victor got hit on the head by Dumont then? Is in the vision the guy had. That's right, bitch. Dumont. I fucking heard you coming. Even if I hadn't heard you coming, I mean, the letter is called From Behind. There was no fucking way they weren't having something come up behind me. I was a little bit surprised that it was a actual human, but you know, again, can't carry anymore. I need to make some of these. But yeah, I was a little surprised. Oh, fuck off. Oh, even more fuck off. And down. And down. And peace out, bitches. Not fighting one of you giant motherfuckers. Not if I don't have to. Alright, last one.
He's mad. He's completely mad.
Is it because I have my gun out? Well, if you saw what I just saw, you would have a gun out too. Assuming you had one, of course. You think people ever use situations like this to try and like fight for like Second Amendment rights? You think they ever use like what if zombie invasion? I mean, I doubt it, because I mean they would obviously be seen. I mean, some people might do it. I mean, obviously, you know, the whole Second Amendment thing is, you know, because then, you know, invading force, then they'd have to fight the population, not just the military. If the government tried to take control and become a dictator, then, you know, it's a lot harder to do that. If the population is armed and can fight back, they can't just march soldiers down every street or use the police, because, you know, it's not just them that have guns. But I'm still curious if anybody's ever tried to use, like, but what if zombie apocalypse? Or, like, what about zombies, you know? Because, like, theoretically, right, the way that a zombie apocalypse starts is with a zombie. Now, theoretically, it could be like gas bomb that creates a group of zombies. But either way, assuming somebody decides to try and start a zombie apocalypse, I would much rather be in the United States, specifically like the states like Texas and that, where like a lot more people have guns, than I would be in somewhere where the gun laws are like way stricter and less people have them. And I don't like the noise I just heard. Which one is this? Static in ears. Lombard Street. Hissing radio static. That's got to be a big guy, right? Like that noise that I heard absolutely has to be a big guy. Maybe I'll get lucky and... Oh! Okay, something. My name is... Well, I am uncertain. It is lost in static. I do not know anything. I have lost it all. My mind is little, but static interspersed with bits from the radio serial. That was my life. No, not my life. My existence. I hear names. Margaret, Jonathan, Albert. I hear dates, places. 1912, at a church on a hill. It is these bits that I live for. It is the static that I will end my life for. Every day, for as long as I can remember, the static has gotten louder. I have sunk deeper as the voices grow quieter. They are being replaced. I am losing what little I have left. A new voice, unintelligible, yet one I understand more clearly than any radio program in my head. I fear for what I will become when I can no longer hold on. I'm choosing to go before the static, or the voice within it becomes me. Goodbye, Oakmont. I have sunk even further. Yep, that's what I thought. Bye. I am curious if it'll follow me out. Because I'm not going to lie, I would love to see it follow me out and then just get, like, swarmed by a bunch of just, like, random pedestrians. And just, like, that's it. Alright, but that was it for Letters from Oakmont. What is this? I guess that whole quest is just a, here's some background on random crap that's been happening throughout the field research, before you arrived and before everything. I mean, because to be fair, even like the letters I read to take me to those locations, like the way he was talking, like I walk down this street and it's completely flooded. So I mean, he had to have written those letters before the flooding got that bad. But I feel like the guy at the inn who gave us the letters, like, I don't know, I felt like it seemed like the way he talked about it, the guy had left recently, which doesn't really make much sense, but, you know, whatever. But yeah, that'll be it for this part. It actually took, it took longer than I wanted it to take, but considering how many locations we had to go to, it took about, I guess, what I should have expected. But next time we'll do field research, I guess, since that's the non-DLC one that we have. And then I guess the week after that, we'll do the other two. You know, maybe I'll just split this into two. Because, I mean, we're at almost an hour and 20 minutes. So that's two 40-minute parts, which isn't bad. And, I mean, it was a lot of separate locations. And I didn't really have, like, an overarching... Yeah. All right. So, you know what? Next week, we'll do field research. And there's another reason why I'm doing this. I'm going to trust that Mystic Tomes here and Fool's Gold is going to be like a single part. So if I split this into two, then next week we can do field research and Fool's Gold. Or, yeah, field research and Mystic Tomes. And then the week after that we can do Fool's Gold and that other side case I told you about that was finding some kind of collectible in certain areas. I'll just look up a map of where they are because apparently you just need to find one and then find the rest. So I'll just look up where they are for that one. And then we can just head straight back into the main cases after that. Whereas if I keep this as one part, then obviously, I'll have field research, Fool's Goal, or then next I'll do field, then assuming I kept this as one part and then did field research on Thursday, then next week I'd have Fool's Gold and Mystic Tomes, and then I would have that other, I guess I could technically do the other side quest whenever we get another side case, but, I'd rather do it this way. So, thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.